Hey world, how are you? Yeah, talking about those relationships. You know where I wanted to start? I'm sorry, welcome to my closet. Every now and then I like to come in my closet. It's just kind of cozy. You see my prayers behind the wall. We'll show you the rest of it, but it's kind of junky, right? Well, I'm a little disorganized right now. But anyway, oops, my knee's all in the way. Hey y'all, the first thing I really wanted to talk about to kind of kick off this month of relationships is your relationship with yourself. And this video shouldn't be it probably won't be that long because that's a quick and easy topic, isn't it? I know it is, that's what I'm saying. But I hope that you understand the importance of the relationship you should have with yourself. I'm just looking up, I'm sorry, that you should have with yourself. It took me a long time to learn to love me. Growing up, I wanted people to like me because I always felt like the outsider. So I would try to do things, do the little extra things, but it never works. Even when you're an adult, doing the extra things to make people like you, it doesn't work. I would buy things, do things, go the extra mile. I thought even if I dressed differently, um, got the right job, people would like me, but it doesn't work. And I cared so much about what people thought about me and if they liked me. But none of that matters. You have to be authentically you. And it took me a very long time. And I know you think a long time. Yes. It took me almost, I guess, from I didn't realize how much I was a people pleaser until I got older, maybe like into my 40s. But honestly, I realized how much I was trying to bend and mold myself to what other people thought or who other people thought I should be. Um, it took me up until the end of my marriage, about 6 years, 7 years ago. That's sad, I can't remember. About 7 years ago. When I came out of my marriage, I realized how much I had changed myself. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is what I've been doing all of my life, trying to mold and bend myself. When I left home, I thought if I go to college, get the right job, um, people would like me, my parents would love me more, my dad would want me, because I went through where my dad didn't claim me for a lot of years. We have a great relationship now, but I went through that. And because of that rejection, I thought if I could just do the right thing, if I could just be what they wanted me to be, if I could just bend and make myself into this person. With men, I thought if I wore the right clothes and did the right things and all this kind of stuff, because I'm not, I don't, I like me as I am. I haven't been a really one of those fixer, I don't know how to explain it, but, I make my, just, I'm me. I am me. I don't wear a lot of makeup, and there's nothing wrong with people who wear makeup, but I'm comfortable in no makeup, no, nails or all that stuff. Not that I don't go and get those things done because I have, and I've done the gel nails and so forth, but I ask myself, why am I doing it and who am I doing it for? And I was doing it for other people. I wanted to fit in. My clothes never seem to be the right clothes. I'm not a fashion person. I like comfortable clothes that I can have for years, and it doesn't matter if they're in style or out of style. But my thing is, I love me some shoes. If they're different and fancy, oh yeah, okay, I digress. But trying to be who other people want you to be will drive you insane. If there are 10 people in a day that you deal with, that's 10 different personalities. And each one of those people are going to want something different from you. You can't do it. You can't keep up. You lose so much of yourself. And that's why it is so important. And I'm starting with the first relationship is with you, the relationship you have to yourself. It's about how you talk to yourself. And I did say it took me a very long time. It took me a long time to stop calling myself an idiot, stop saying I was a loser, to stop saying I wasn't beautiful. I didn't, for a long time, I didn't think I was attractive because, men weren't attracting me. Boys didn't ask me out in high school. So I thought, I must not be that attractive. But, I relied on the fact that I was a bookworm and I speak well, I write well, I'm intelligent. It never seemed to be enough. And that bothered me for so many years. So I tried to shift and change, and it wore me out. But I did. I called myself horrible names, horrible names. And I realized I hated myself. I went through some things where, at one point in my life, I think I've talked about this before, I would cut my arms because I just hated who I was and where my life was. And it took me a long time. Went through therapy and counseling, prayer, had asked God to reveal some things to me because I was ready for a better life. And I needed to learn how to love me. Now, you can say anything you want to me about me. I know what I believe. There are two opinions that really matter in my life. What God thinks about me and what I think about me. And I think I am absolutely beautiful and stunning from the inside out. I absolutely believe that I'm the prize in any relationship. I know that I bring a plethora of gifts and talents and assets to the table. And if you don't believe it, I don't care, because what I think about me matters and what he thinks about me matters. Don't call yourself names. Oh, I have to tell you this before I forget. In the middle of my transition of realizing how much I had so much inner hate, I would get in front of the mirror and I would say good things to myself. I had to start being intentional, and it's a mindset. And I have to go back to a sermon I heard where the scripture talks about he creates, when you say that you become a new thing, it's like God does a new thing. And he does. He helps your mindset change. And that was one of the things that helped me, and going to therapy. But I had to learn new habits. I had to learn a new language. And I'm still learning to give grace to myself as I give grace to others. And it's still easier to give grace to others. It's easier for me to compliment others. It's still challenging at times for me to take a compliment and just say thank you. Those are things I have had to practice. But you are beautiful. But no one else is going to believe it unless you believe it. No one is going to say, you have to start by saying it to yourself. And if no one ever says it, say it to yourself every day. Call yourself by name. Celeste, girl, you got it going on. That's where the relationship starts. Loving yourself. And then starting to do those things that you enjoy. Do you like to read a lot? Read books. Do you like going for walks? Do you like trying different restaurants? Do you like going to amusement parks? Start doing those things that you enjoy. And it helps lift your spirit and see your life and yourself in a different way. You can do this, but you can't, it doesn't necessarily, don't expect it to happen overnight is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it takes time. It took me years. It really did take me years. And it took a long time for me to believe it when someone did compliment me, and I would try to brush it off. But the truth is, I am amazing. I am an amazing friend. I am an amazing person. I am an amazing employee. And I tell myself that. And sometimes, I know this may be really funny, one of these days I said I should record how I do it, but I can be walking past the mirror and stop, turn back around and say, girl, look at all that cuteness. You can do the same thing. Find the beauty from within you. so you can love all of who you are. Because even your flaws, stealing words from a song, your flaws make you beautiful. You weren't meant to be perfect, but you are perfectly you. I just want to leave you this one thing. One of my favorite scriptures that I read, like when you talk about Genesis, how God created. And at the end, he said, and it was good. He created you, and you are good. Just start to believe it. I am Celeste Jonay. Speak your truth. Live with transparency. You will see the triumph. All right, let's get out of this closet. Bye. See y'all on the next video.